Scorpio, August is a month of following your heart, and there are several connections here that you will feel in a very deep level. So every year when the sun goes into Leo, it is about following your heart, and it does highlight the same place in your chart. Leo is a fixed sign. You're a fixed sign. You may find there's some confrontations between other strong-minded people that comes up for you, but in general you'll be able to shine around work, especially with the new moon in Leo, that you may find recognition, a little bit more acknowledgement, yet underneath it there still is this intensity that is happening for your emotions and your feelings. And this new moon is very powerful in the fact that the following day we have a Jupiter-Pluto opposition. This is the first of three major aspects. And the conjunction of Jupiter-Pluto happened in December 2007. So now that it's come to the full phase, why is this so important? Because Pluto is a co-ruler of your sign. Mars is the traditional ruler. Pluto's the co-ruler of Scorpio. And Pluto is about transformation and intensity and passion. And Jupiter wants to expand everything. This happens to be on what's called the node of Pluto anyway, so it intensifies it anymore. And it's all about looking at your belief systems. What are my belief systems? And what is true for me? And a transformation of your thinking and your communicating. And if you work in an industry where you have to communicate, or you write, or just this is a time for you where you really can find a whole new voice. The full moon in Aquarius on the 20th, that also is a very significant time frame, because we still have all this Leo energy in what's called your solar 10th house, house of career, house of you being out in the world. And the full moon with the moon in Aquarius is down in your inner world. And it's a reminder to have balance between your public life and your private life. Keep your private life, what needs to be private, private. Doesn't mean you have to hold secrets, but that which is private is private. And having a good balance with that. But so the new moon had this intensity with the Jupiter-Pluto opposition. The full moon has an intensity with a Jupiter-Uranus square. And the Jupiter-Uranus square is about living your authentic life. And the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, right, when the two planets come together is a conjunction, like the new moon, full moon. They have these phases. The conjunction in Aries, 150 degrees away from your sign, which is adjustment, is saying it's all about, am I living my authentic life and how I want my day-to-day life to be set into place. So if you're working in a very controlled environment where breaks are here, and this is here, and you have to do this here, there may be a feeling around this full moon is, I just don't want that anymore. I need more space. I need more freedom. I need more ability to be the master of my own daily schedule. When the sun goes into Virgo on the 22nd of August, that's an earth sign, and that energy is in a harmonious position with you. It's in what's called your solar 11th house, which is an angle that represents friendships. And this energy with friendships, it simply means that you could be spending more time reaching out to friends, communicating, and having social interactions, a little bit more social interactions with individuals. The next day, Mercury, on the 23rd, Mercury goes into Virgo, and that is a good time to communicate with friends, or even any groups or organizations that you're involved with. There might be more communications that go back and forth now. We end the month. Well, Mars goes into Leo on the 27th and into your solar 10th house around career. And we end the month on the 31st is on a Saturday. And the ending has a lot to do about relationships. And what you will see is the moon is in Cancer. Very feeling, very deep. It's a water sign. You're a water sign. That's all great. It's in a part of your chart or an angle of your chart about beliefs. These are what I believe. This is a path that I am walking because it's part of my beliefs. It's my truth, my personal truth. And when Pluto is opposite the moon opposite Pluto first, there's this intensity. And then the moon gets to 11 degrees squaring Uranus, activating that independent desire to live your life according to how you want to live it. This is when I want to get up. This is when I want to eat. This is what I want to do on my weekends. Activating that need to be in control of and have the freedom within your own daily life. And then it goes to Jupiter, really expanding how you feel about it, that really passionate about that. And then the moon gets up to 17 squaring the Venus in Libra. Venus in Libra is in a rulership all about relationships. And therefore, things can pop up around relationships that may be confronting over those issues. And as Libra is in the sign behind you, just want to be very aware and conscious that you don't shake the tree too much, that the fruit comes off of it before it's ripe and it's ruined. So be conscious of relationships. It's about healing any of those issues. But as the fact that Venus is behind your sign, the solar 12th house, you want to be conscious of the communication around that, so it does not disrupt or harm, that your communications don't disrupt or harm relationships that you really treasure.